Hey guys, Fix It John. Today is day one of our major renovation. I'm going to be tearing the whole floor out, and then I'm going to move on to the kitchen, tear the ceiling out and the island that you're sitting on right now. But what I want... All right, guys, this is the front door to our home, and I was going to shoot the air out that way, but the prevailing wind is and has always been through the front door out the back. If you open the back windows, it's going to suck it right through. So we're leaving the front doors open, and we're going to suck it out the back. We're going to suck the dust out the back with the use of some fans. And this is our living room here. Let me back up so you can see. I didn't cover anything on the floor in the living room. I just used this bisqueen here and stapled it to the walls. Now, I haven't painted or finished the walls. There's a little bit of nail pop and stuff I have to do anyway, so I went ahead and stapled it. The kitchen, I covered the cabinets to keep the dust out. Now, you can use water to mud it too. The bathroom's in here. I'm gonna start right here and work my way out, but I'll show you the machine I have. It's right here. Got that from Home Depot. It cost me like $1.95 for 24 hours to get rid of it. I saw some people getting rid of it with bags. That would take forever. I'm gonna put it in this truck. Hopefully I'll get it all in here. Oh yeah, by the way, this is my Build Back Better project. Hey guys, Fix It John here. I went over this floor like 3 times. Once to take the tile off and 2 to take the grout off. There's still some spots here that I'm gonna have to go over with my air hammer and knock some high spots off. But I just wanted to show you the way I put the plastic up, the dust accumulation. This room wasn't too terribly bad. There's a little dust there. But from what I heard on when I was watching the YouTube videos, people were just getting dust all over in their cabinet now and in their dishes. There's no dust in the dishes here. Well, maybe, yeah. A little bit of dust got in there, even with the plastic on there. Let's see this one here. That was the top one. Let's see this red one here. Got a pair of lineman's pliers. Oh yeah, cut like butter. And we're here. So you gotta run it up on top of the ceiling joist. These things right here. One wire at a time. I forgot to mention, the reason why I was taking that switch box out is because we're putting a cabinet down there, and it's going to be on the countertop here. Hey guys, Fix-It John here. I just wanted to show you some electrical I had to move. For instance, this one coming down to this first outlet receptacle, it's GFCI. This one here is upstream of all the other daisy chained outlets. Now we have this one here, and that one's going to the switch. That'll be the line, and this is the load line. This is the line power. What line power means is it's coming from the power source. This is line power going to the switch box, which this is line power, and then it turns into load power, meaning it's going to the next switch. So yeah, this outlet here will be upstream. If you just wire them all together, the electric just go all over. So also grounded to the box. Anytime you're working with a metal junction box, you need to ground to it too. Now, I like to put a wire cap on this one too, because I don't want it puncturing one of these hot wires or the neutral wire. Hey guys, Fix-It John. This is just a follow-up on that junction box up in the attic. This here, the yellow conductor here, that is the line, hot line, and this is the load line. The line, and what that means is it's coming from the previous source of power. It could be another outlet switch. It could be the panel box, the electrical panel box, but and this one is the load line going to the next outlet. That's why we wired it this way, so we can wire our GFCI properly. Okay, so I've got I use this soffit to walk on and stuff so I can finish my electrical work. This is just the extension cord, but I got almost all my electrical work buttoned up, stapled down. Here's one wire I missed, but it's no big deal. I got my new conduit there for my dishwasher all rolled up, and I'll install that. Hey guys, Fix-It John. My safety item today is this nice hot cup of coffee. So I'm gonna knock the main support beams out, and let's hope the ceiling doesn't fall on us. All right, guys, will it fall? If I take this one out here. Hey guys, Fixture John here. I'm fixing to put the insulation on it. It's a bat style insulation, meaning it has paper behind it. And you want to put the paper on the cool side of the room. This is R38. It's supposed to be pretty good stuff. That's what you want to keep the heat from coming down into the room, or the cold air from coming through the ceiling. This Here's our kitchen right here. This is the braided hose, and I put that in there when we moved here because our refrigerator didn't have water or ice hooked to it, so I installed that. Now that's a good thing to put in after an afterthought, but if you're remodeling, if you're doing a tear out, you'll want to run copper. And what I'm going to do is I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to either hook here or here, and I'm going to run it through the wall. I don't know if I'm going to go high or low yet, maybe high here, and then come down gradually. All right, guys, let's see if I can run this pipe through here now. I had to make the holes a little bigger. This is Fix It John. I just wanted to tell you, we had our inspectors out here the other day. I think it was 2 days ago. And they passed our inspection. That was the rough-in inspection. We had the electrical guy, we had the mechanical and plumbing guy, and the drywall and insulation guy out here. Not drywall, but framing and insulation guy out here. So we passed all three. They did point out a few things, and I want to show you what they were. Right. As you can see, my electrical here. The electrical inspector pointed out there was no foam in the holes. 2 holes I missed. I got me a can of foam here. As you can see, I foamed all the other holes there. Also, the electrical inspector, this is my electrical work for my 2 ovens. I have a 6-gauge wire. Let me show you. He said that all looked good. He actually said it looked better than most contractors, but this is my 12-gauge wire. This is my 6-gauge wire. I'm going to run 2 ovens off this 6-gauge wire here. It's a 6-3, 2 hots, red hot, black hot, white neutral, and the green ground. So that's called a 6-3. One thing I wanted to show you is what he wanted me to do is brace this. And I was gonna brace it, but I didn't have time. I was running late. I actually was gonna brace it against the wall and run another board up here. But he said just take one board. I got this board here. I'll nail it in and take my, take some braces, little hooks like this. Just nail it to the board. Oh yeah, the mechanical and plumbing guy, he didn't like this valve. He liked it, but it was wrong. Now I thought this was an option. What I have to do is I got to rip that valve out. He wants this valve in here. And what this is, but this is a hammer arrestor. And the reason why they want a hammer arrestor on the refrigerator, the dishwasher, quick closing valves, once again. So I'm going with what the inspector said. He said it's fine. He said all I have to do is cover it with some plastic. I put that in last night so I could use our sink and dishwasher. Hey guys, Fix It John here. Just wanted to let you know the drywall inspector was here today. That's a little spot there I had to do, but we passed the drywall inspection. So I think what they're looking for in the drywall inspection is the right board, of course. You can use green or purple in a wet area here in the kitchen. The drywall has to be 5/8 on the ceiling, type X, fire resistant. And how many screws you have in the edge? I think they want like 9 screws on the edge of the ceiling drywall. Got 10 on that one, they want 9 on the edge. And I think 6 or 7 in the field.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got plenty in the field, plenty on the edge. I just went crazy zipping them down. There's my junction box. I think I showed you guys already. This is for our build-in. Right now it's for range top. Hey guys, Fixture John here. I'm fixing to put some corner bead up, but before you do that, don't do anything without having a nice hot cup of coffee. All right, guys, we're back in the house. I got my plastic all up. I got it all primed up, and I did that yesterday. I used oil-based primer because I don't know what the old material, what they used over here in the older ceiling. The new ceiling, I could have used water-based because I knew the product I was using, but and this is the older ceiling too. And I used oil base in there because it will just about cover everything. And you can throw water base on it. I put all my plastic up. I'll roll this down. This stuff is called Clean Cover, by the way. Got it on Amazon. It's pretty good stuff. But let me show you in here. The reason, now you'll see pros, they won't prime it. They'll just go over it. But this will help your knockdown stick a whole lot better. All right, guys, this is putting a pretty good texture on. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't rent one to put it on the walls. I rented one because I needed something heavier to throw up on the ceiling. I wanted a heavier finish. This wouldn't do it, but it's beautiful. Orange peel's beautiful. Can't remember what I gave for it, but it wasn't too expensive. So
Hey guys, Fixture John here. This is the Build Back Better project. I got Tony and Nico here. They're laying our floor in today, and they're really doing a good job, and they're a lot faster than I am. So I'm going to let them do this floor and get out of the way. Hey guys, Fixture John here. This is part of my Build Back Better project. I have my molding trim, whatever you want to call it, all cut out and painted, but I haven't fastened it in yet. Today is cabinet hanging day, and this is our room with cabinets. This is the living room. It's been our storage room with all our kitchen cabinets until I got the kitchen ready for installation. Here I have Hey guys, Fixture John. Don't try to install a fan without the right tools. It's a hot cup of coffee. All right, guys, there it is, high speed. We're operating it right now with the chain, but I have a fan switch that will go right here after we get done with our garbage disposal and sink, after that one's put in over there. So right now it's just hardwired. It's wired straight in, so no switch. She's kicking out the air too, boy. Hello, Fix It John here. I just wanted to show you what I have going on in the kitchen. I'm putting the island in right now, and I just want to show you how I'm fastening it. I had to cut quite a bit of the wood out for the ovens, and I want to show you how I'm reinforcing it. I want to reinforce it because we're putting a really heavy countertop on it. I had to think for a minute. It's a quartz countertop, and that fricker is heavy. Let me show you what I got going on. All right, guys. Here's the front of the cabinet right there. I literally cut this much wood out. It was wood up to about right there, all the way across. And I had to whittle some of this out up here, just probably 1/8 of an inch, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, and here all the way to the edge. And what I did was, let's see here. Oh, that'll be covered up. That screw there will be covered up. I screwed the front end right there, and right here I put a screw in it, just straight into the plywood. There's a screw. I shaved this to the floor of the cabinet. I put these little brackets in to reinforce that. I also put in these little corner brackets right here. There's one, there's one, there's one, and there's one. So when the countertop goes on this sucker here, it's gonna be weak as all get out. It'll just collapse. But I added right here, I added a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood in between here. Clear through these cabinets with four, about 1.5 inch screws, just to tighten everything up. So this cabinet here is pretty sturdy. It'll help give it some rigidity. And the way I'm installing it on the floor is I'm using corner brackets there. Here on the back. I've got 2 on the back, 1 on the side over here, and on this I've got one on the side over here in the front. If you see, I've got that little niche carved out so it will fit over top of this corner bracket. So I'm also going to run a sheet of plywood down the side here. There's our other oven. We have 2 ovens that are going in, and they are huge. They take the whole flipping cabinet up. Oh yeah, and right here, there's also going to be a 1/2-inch sheet of plywood. And our other cabinet only goes to about to here. And there's my junction box. I'll be tying all these wires together with these black single side entry 3-port isolated splice wire range. 4 to 14. That's what they look like. Very safe. And I have my electrical all fastened up. Let me show you what I got going on here. Got it running through there, fastened there. And I just need to put the cabinets on. Never start a job without the right tools, or you can mess it up. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you my electrical. This is why I recessed that junction box in the wall. The drawers will close all the way and they won't bang on the junction box or that conduit there. All right, guys, we're just about done with this remodel. I didn't show you, but I fixed the nail pop on this wall here. And we changed some things up. We were gonna recarpet it, but I wanted tile in the beginning, but thanks to the cat, he started using the carpet as the restroom, so the wife decided on having it tiled too. And they'll just come along here and tile it. But what we're doing differently is we used to have that TV sitting on a table, and we decided to get a big 80-inch and hang it right there. Now, if you look on this side, this little shelving, that was all boxed out with plywood over here, and I took that out and drywalled it and finished it. But I'm gonna hang a TV bracket right here. Gotta be careful because I got a 220 volt line coming down to the AC unit, and then I have 2 110s coming down this way, meeting in the same place. So I'm gonna hang the bracket somewhere in here. I added this conductor here for the TV, and we have 3 HDMI cables and 3 Ethernet cables. I'm not much of a TV guy, hooking stuff up there, but I can do everything else. Got the cable and Ethernet cable coming in here, and I had to run that down the wall through the attic. But yeah, just about done with this. I didn't show you all this. I didn't want to bore you, but we're going to put cabinets down here at the bottom. I might show you doing that. And all the wires will be hidden up in the cabinets there. So we're also getting a gas fireplace, doing away with that wood burner, having a insert put in. So yeah, that's coming around. There's the kitchen. Let's see what I got done so far. I've hung this TV, put the cabinets in. I still need to put in the molding. And let me show you what I got. This is this TV will move. That's what I hung. I didn't show you all that, but I had to go through the drywall, couple furring strips, and then into the block because the furring strip wouldn't hold it. And I knew that. And put an outlet up there. And we got the cables run through here. Got all the wires ran through here. Got all the clutter cleaned up. And that's what we have right there. Sanus, I think it's called a Sanus. I'm waiting on a, there's our sound bar. It's a Bose. I'm waiting on another mounting bracket to hang, mount it to the back of that bracket and hang the Bose soundbar right at the bottom of the TV.
So yeah, I'm gonna put that molding on today. Probably those doors. I'll clean these cables up and hide those a little better. And hopefully get those doors on it right there and the handle. All right, guys, we got our Build Back Better project done. Finally finished. But let me give you a little look-see and see what we got. All right, guys, I'm gonna start you off here in the kitchen. There's the island we didn't have. There was a wall right here. Went up to the ceiling. Put some new lighting in. Of course, we had to. Didn't have any lighting up there. Didn't have anything up there. Move the refrigerator over to here. You remember it was, it's like right there where the stove is. And the old stove was right there. So yeah, we moved that. Installed the cabinets, repositioned the venting. Have some lunch cooking right there, by the way. I figure if I'm gonna live like a rich person, I might as well eat like a rich person. Kentucky steak. Nothing but the best for me. There's our sink. Dishwasher. Countertop, backsplash. Did everything else but the countertop and the backsplash. And the flooring, of course. Put the island in. I know I said we weren't going to refinish that ceiling, but we ended up I ended up scraping the popcorn off because it was just falling off anyway. Here's my hunting dog, Scoop. Got this cleaned up back here, some new doors on it. I don't know if you remember, there was a pocket door here. Moved some electric around. There's the living room. Oh yeah, the TV, that was an afterthought. We had our bookcase up here all painted and stuff, and then the wife decided to hang a TV there, so we did, and it worked out. And we got a cable here hanging down. It's supposed to be up here. It's a bad cable. It keeps shutting the TV off, so we got to replace that. But yeah, there was a shelf right here on this side behind the TV, and I tore that out. Got rid of that and finished it. Had to refasten this wall. It had nail pops like you would not believe. I didn't pay much attention in here. I did refasten this wall here. Put some molding in, repainted it. And refastened this wall here. Refinished. I had some cracks up in the ceiling, cracks coming down the wall. Same thing over here. Right there in the center, there was a crack coming down the wall. So I just didn't want to repaint it, put paint over ugly and see the cracks again. So I refinished that wall, ceiling. Oh yeah, I also put a fan in up here. There was a junction box already, but no fan, and installed some new lighting. This room did not have any lighting at all. So we got a little light now. Adjustable lighting there. So we can see what's going on in here now. Hung some new doors, refastened a couple of these walls here. They had some hideous nail pop. Put a new, I had, whoever lived here before, there's a big hole behind the drywall and behind the doorbell. Of course, I put in smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms throughout the house. That's per code. New doors here, new lighting. Left the old lighting right there. We kind of like that. And just put new trim up, painted it. It was a little beat up. But yeah, whole lot nicer, whole lot cleaner looking. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Build Back Better project. I really had fun, did a lot of work, and learned a lot on the way too. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Moving on to the next project.